shout out to you. Hey, everybody. What's up, Stace? What's up, Brianka? This is the combo just for me. Let's go. Where did you get a money tree? You know what? Some man was selling it. Some man sold it to me. Now, let me tell you what's funny. That might not be a money tree. So, I just called it the money tree. Okay, Auntie, I'm gonna tag you on the stream when I invite you to, okay. Okay, bye. So, there we go. Get it, Brianka. Let's celebrate Brianka. Brianka, I'm so proud of you for showing up. So right now we're celebrating Brianka because Brianka has been very diligent about, and y'all, I look a mess because I was working out, allegedly. No, I did. I worked out. I worked out. And I wanted to have the conversation right now. I didn't want to go get cute. I just want to talk to y'all because this is real talk. My housekeeper just left, so it might be some stuff in the background. But I want to just have a real conversation about comparison. So my aunt and I were, there she is, Auntie Tammy. Y'all say what's up to Tammy right there. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? So I wanted to just have a conversation about comparison because, listen, nobody's exempt. And it was so funny. I was talking to my aunt and I was like, girl, listen, I have to, we both were having the conversation of, even some people think that I don't have this conversation with myself. And I do, because we are human. We all compare ourselves to somebody. You see a skinny chick and she got some abs, you be like, damn, you be looking at yourself. You see somebody with a hairstyle you like, you be like, oh. You see somebody with a perfect smile, you be like, my gaps. Like, this is what we do. You see somebody like Kim Kardashian, you assess your entire being. You be like, dang, I don't got no booty like that. I don't got no waist like that. I don't got that money like that. Oh, I want a luxury bag and outfit. Why don't I have a bodyguard? Like, this is maybe not what you're saying. I'm just being dramatic, but I want you to get it, right? So we were just talking about how it is not, like, it's inevitable because we're human. So first of all, just recognize that we all do it, even I. And what I was telling my aunt was, like, a long time ago, LOL, yep, I stay saying my booty too little. Right, and listen, like I just told my friend yesterday, somebody like your little booty, okay? So somebody like my gap teeth, somebody like my loud mouth, somebody like my freckles, somebody like my big nose, somebody like all of the stuff that I got right now. So it's being okay with what you have right now. There's nothing wrong with accomplishment. So the theme of August is going to be, well, this is my theme. How about that? It's Action August. For me, it's just, I want to take massive action, relentless, grinding, go hard, just go crazy action, right? I'm going to invite you guys to do it with me. And in the meantime, one thing I got really clear early on when I started building my online stuff is that I got to turn off, I got to unfollow some of these people that are super, super trendy, super, super popular. I don't want to be jaded. I have to be, it's like my way of having my blinders on. I celebrate them and their success. I celebrate what they're putting out. I celebrate how they're inspiring people. I celebrate everything that they're doing. But I don't need to look at it because it's going to taint what I got going on. And I just want to be me. I want to be me and that's it. I don't want to do something because I seen somebody do something that made me feel like I'm behind or, you know, or, oh my God, oh, they're going to do it before me or some shit like that. Like, I just don't want to do that, right? And I have those thoughts. So I'm just like, I got to unfollow them. And so my aunt was like, oh man, Auntie, I don't think I can. I wanted to add her on this. And we're going to be quick. We're not going to be all day. But I'm on my computer, so I can't add my aunt. Dang it. Because she was saying some good stuff. But she was saying she wanted to do a social media fast. And I was like, being that, you know, my business is social media, I'm not going to just jump off. But one thing I have done, I started doing it a long time ago. I unfollowed a lot of people. There's only a few people that I follow that are in my lane just because I can tell their spirit is like mine and I'm not in competition with people. I don't want to feel like I'm doing it because they doing it. I don't want to feel pressure because, you know, they're making something look like something, because Facebook only shows you people's highlights. Facebook highlights your life. Facebook, you post what you want people to see. So, you know, people ain't posting all the behind the scenes, and I don't know how hard they work. I don't know what they're doing, how early they up, how late they up. The beautiful thing about, if you follow me, y'all follow me on Snapchat. Snapchat is real life timeline stuff, right? So you can see behind the scenes because it's just what you're doing right now. But guys, we're sitting around comparing. This social media stuff is getting on my nerves. It's on my nerves because people are comparing themselves and you get paralyzed. You get paralyzed. Do y'all hear me? Paralyzed. And you're literally days and hours and weeks are going by and you're not taking action because of someone else's. You feel you're putting yourself in their lane, but we're not them. I don't know what they do at night. I don't know what they do in the morning. I don't know if they lying or telling the truth. I don't know. So like one thing about me, and guys, if you could talk to anybody who's ever like purchased a product from me or been in my personal space, I try to be real, like real. Because I never want to be a person that have amassed all this success and then a scandal comes out and then you're like, oh my gosh, she really didn't do this or she really wasn't this person. So I just got to be me. You know what I'm saying? So you only can be you. You only can be you. Y'all, put your blinders on and don't get caught up in the social media hype. Taking pictures with bags and taking pictures. I was like, it's just weird to me. You get caught up in living other people's lives. And see what happens is we become obsessed. You're obsessed with Kim Kardashian. I'm not saying you, I don't know, but the obsession is because you want to live that way. You think you do, right? So reminding yourself every single day to be true to you, to own who you are, own everything about you. There's nothing wrong with upgrading. There's nothing wrong with learning more so you can be better. That's what my life is about. I'm obsessed with knowledge. I'm obsessed with taking action. I'm obsessed with inspiring people only because it's so much inspiration in me. I pour into myself and then I just turn on the camera because I'm like, they got to know. They got to know because I'm getting results in my life. I want you to get results in your life. But don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself. Do not compare yourself. And you're going to do it because it's natural. But just remember, I am my own raw material. Miles Monroe said that. I am my own raw material. Did y'all hear me? I am my own raw material. Everything I need is right here inside of me. These are the kinds of conversations you got to have with yourself. Like literally, and checking yourself. When you start to feel paralyzed, when you start to feel stuck, when I feel that coming, because it happens to me, I go, whoop, stop. What's going on? How do I feel? I allow myself to feel. I feel depressed. I feel overwhelmed. I feel stressed out. I feel anxiety. I feel these things because I feel them. First of all, I need to acknowledge what's in the room, in my spirit, right? Auntie, and I'm going to call you on my cell phone, put you on speaker in a second. So it's like, I need to acknowledge first what's in the room. So I address it. I feel X, Y, and Z. So step one, I'm going to give y'all some steps. Let's go through the process that I use. I'm going to tell y'all what I do, okay? So I go through the process of figuring out, like being aware. Because you can't change, you can't fix anything if you're not aware of what it is you need to fix, right? So it's like, what am I feeling? I love it. Upgrade, but be you. Right. Oh, I am my own raw material. Yes. Wow. Yes. Yes, it's only me, and that's the bomb. Exactly. Acknowledge what's in the room. Your temple. Exactly. Your spirit. Check your spirit. I'm always checking. Which requires you to turn off all this crap. You got to turn off, and I say turn off social media, and then I talk to y'all every day. Try to talk to y'all every day on live stream. But follow people who are just pouring into you. Like, I flew first class all this time. Did I post? I wasn't posting first class. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to, like, so I'm not posting a lifestyle. There are some things that are really nice in my life, but I'm not leading with that. And everything I do or receive or any money, the six figures I make, like I'm telling it to you because I want you to do it too. And so I'm giving you actionable stuff that if you just watch my live streams, I'm always going to pour into you from a place of here are some action things you can apply to your life so that you can do it too. Whatever you want to do. It's not post the bag. You can't sit with us. All of that. That doesn't feel good. So first, okay, acknowledge what's in your heart. What's in your spirit. Acknowledge the feelings and call it like it is. I'm stressed out. I'm pissed because I'm broke. I'm like, just literally call your own stuff. When you can call your own stuff, it's so powerful because you're not denying it. You don't have to live in any other place of, it's just, here's what's in my house right now. And I got to clear it out. But first I got to know what it is. So one is literally checking yourself, right? Okay. And then really being real with yourself. Where is that coming from? What happened? Who said something? What did you see? Because sometimes you could be scrolling social media. By the time you put your phone down, you like, oh my God, I feel like shit. Because you're looking at so-and-so. They just got a bag. They just got this. They just launched the class. Oh, my idea. Oh, my idea. Man, they seem like they're doing everything. Oh, they got it all. Like, that's what we do. Right? And I'm the only one. Am I by myself? Or y'all gonna comment and let me know, like, what's up? I'm feeling used a lot of the time. See, Eve, that's good that you recognize that. Because then you can say, okay, what's happening so that people can, it's like a conversation with yourself. I'm constantly talking to myself. I don't need no crew. Because the most powerful thing you can do is think and fix your mentality. Because then everything else, it just adjusts. Like, so that's why I'm so into self-development. Hey, Shy. Hey, Michael. Hey, guys. I love that quote. Hey, guys. What's up, Lashik? So listen, first checking what you got going on inside of you. And then where did it come from? What happened? Who said something? You know, like figuring out what was the thing that makes me feel this way, or what are the things that are making me feel this way, and write it out. And that's it. Right? So once you figure out, okay, here's the emotion, here's what's going on. So now you can separate, like, the emotions are over here. Here's what's going on. Okay, now we see what's going on in black and white. So-and-so said this, which made me feel this. I saw this, which made me feel this. Or, you know, I see this has happened, which made me feel this. Now that the emotions are over here, if y'all was on the live stream when my daddy said, keep your emotions off your sleeve because somebody can wipe them off. They can just flop them all over the place, right? So now that we see what's happening in black and white, it's just now that you've removed the emotions from it, and it's just, here's what happened. You're in complete power. You're in complete power. So now you can literally just choose. Now here's where it gets tricky, because choice is everything. Your decisions alone create your reality. I'm gonna say that again. Your decisions, the choices you make, create your reality, whether it's an immediate thing that you see or it may be 90 days from now. But every day when you make a choice, the way you choose to think and feel and the emotions you attach to a situation literally creates your reality. If my legs got blown off tomorrow, I have a choice. Either I'm going to handle that like a G and I'm just going to create my new wonderful life with no legs, or it's woe is me. My life, why did it happen? Now I can't do this, and now I can't do that, and now it's like, it's just your emotions. Guys, that's why I'm so into mental. That's why when I'm on here, I'm always talking about spiritual and mental things, because you are a spirit. You have a soul, and that's who you are. This is some dirt. It can burn and deteriorate, it can break and all that, but your spirit lives. Your spirit is powerful. That's why when somebody walk into the room, you can feel my energy and my spirit through the camera. It's so powerful. You have it too. That's why we connect. That's why you're watching me. So understanding that you are a spirit and you must feed your spirit. And guess what? When you're not consciously feeding it, it's being fed by something else. So understanding that, and that you gotta talk to it, caress it, you gotta feed it. It's insanely powerful. Understanding that the way you attach emotions to situations, that creates how you're feeling, your temperature, right? So if you're looking at everything, comparing yourself, you're gonna feel like crap. But then when you learn to just go, wait a minute, what just happened? Okay, this thing happened. I felt this way. We already know we can wipe that away. How do I want to feel? What do I want to see? When my bank account was in the negative, it's like, okay, That's, shoot, initially it stressed me out because I'm like, oh my God. But then it was like, wait a minute, why is it there? Let's get the hard facts. Why did it happen? So first I understand the stress. Then I see what caused the stress. Then I say, now what really happened? Well, I was mismanaging money and I didn't make enough. So now I know what I need to do. I need to go make some more money. So how do I go make some more money? X, Y, Z. Boom. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And I got out there and got uncomfortable and made it happen. I.e. why I created the Client Builder Bootcamp, because that's what happened. I was like, okay, I'm tired of this lifestyle. How do I upgrade my lifestyle? I'm tired of being stressed out. I'm tired of being overwhelmed. I'm tired of these things, right? So that's a skill that I just acquired. I built it. It was a muscle. Everything requires commitment. It's a few simple things that you can do to require commitment, right? But man, it's crazy because it's like we get so paralyzed from comparing ourselves. But when you really think about it, whatever you feel right now, you can fix it. You can instantly shift. You can instantly get fired up. You can choose what emotions you want to attach to your scenario. Y'all ain't hearing me though. Are y'all hearing me though? You are always in choice. No matter if the house burned down tomorrow, if it burned down while you on lunch, you're in choice. And listen, I'm an optimist, right? So I'm going to initially feel crap and then I'm going to go bounce back because my bounce back muscle is so freaking strong. And it didn't happen overnight. It came from bouncing back from guns to my head, from abuse, from trouble with abandonment issues, right? It came from bouncing back from real life stuff. It came from almost dying in the hospital. So like my bounce back muscle is like, like when stuff happened, it's kind of like, okay, well, that's done. Next, right? It's guys, understanding that you're in choice. Don't get caught in the comparison. Stacy said, I only get on the post now. Cynthia says, I know that feeling. Eric says, I'm with you. Yes, but I am being me by giving. Right. And there's the whole thing is you can give, but people can't take your kindness for weakness. So you got to have barriers. I'm a giver too. I love to give. And I got burnt out in this industry and with my family and people because I was constantly giving and pouring to where I was drained. So that's why I always say you got to pour into yourself first. And then you can serve from your overflow. People only getting you are only getting my overflow. I can't get on here and give this to you if my aunt and I weren't having a genuine conversation about it. And actually I should get my aunt on because I love my auntie and she is so wise and she can probably she can add insight that really helps you. But guys, I wanted to just share really quickly because I'm like, oh my God, we could do a whole series on this. We really could drag this out and just really start breaking down to where you can start helping yourself. Because listen, you're not broken. One of my favorite things I heard Tony Robbins say is that you're not broken. There's just bad habits. There's just experiences. You only know what your parents know or whoever raised you. You're a product of those things. So you can always up level your mental. You can always, guys, celebrate, get excited. There is always room to improve. You can get better every day. You're not broken. Whatever you see right now is not permanent. So even if you don't like it, it's okay. But you got to learn to be the person that you like. Wherever you say you want to go in life, you got to start developing the characteristics now. That's why I teach the CEO stylist and all those characteristics. That's why everything that I talk about is really, it's a mental thing. It's spiritual. Because in order to receive the things that you want, you have to develop the characteristics before you see the results. Come on, y'all. In order to receive it, you got to develop the characteristics. So like my aunt and I were talking this morning. How are we going to get the $1 million if we have $2 habits? We got to get the habits to millionaire status before you get the millions. How you going to get the body? We're not going to get the body by just looking at the pictures on the vision board. We got to go work out, right? In the pain, in your 300 pounds or 200 pounds or whatever, those people that be on those shows that are like, really big, like they're like, man, it's like a realization, like I got to do the work with this body, with all of this weight in order to get to my ideal. But when it comes, it's so sweet and it's such a testimony and you bless so many people on the way because you actually put in the work. We got to put in work. Self-work is always what you should always be working on yourself and then present that person. That's why I do what I do. Everything I do is about developing yourself to the next level, because that's just who I am. So listen, guys, don't compare yourself. So you are saying write down who and what is making me feel used. Exactly. When I started feeling overwhelmed, I'm going to use your example. So Eve is saying that she was feeling overwhelmed. She's saying that, okay, I felt overwhelmed. I felt stressed. So what I did when I felt overwhelmed and stressed, I looked at all the things that was freaking stressing me out. Giving people too much money, working too long and slaving behind a chair. Like my expenses were too high, right? Everything, like right now, what I love is that like I was making $10,000. Okay, $10,000 a month. My expenses was at $11,000. I was like, what the hell? Every time, like, it was just crazy. The one thing I was good at was I knew how to make the money. So then it was like, okay, I need to go make more money. I need to make more money. No, Michelle, you need to literally stop spending so much money. That was an eye-opener for me. So I literally shut it all down because I was so sure of my client building skill. That's why I have the client building boot camp, right? Because I know whatever city you drop me in, I can get people. But I need to actually fix my mind, or I'm not going to be able to maintain. I can't break past it. The answer wasn't to make more money. It was fix the habits that I had. So I literally removed myself from my environment, lived somewhere for like completely switched it up. I had a big old house. I had all this space, and I switched it up to live in a room in California where I didn't know nobody, and I started over. But I needed to fix my mentality because I knew I could build the business again. When I jumped in the game, boom, and in less than a year, it was back at 100,000. I knew how to do it. It was my habits. So back to people using. Who are the people that are using me? Wait a minute. I understood that no was a complete sentence. No, I don't got to explain it. They can figure it out. It was painful. I was crying when I said no. I felt like crap when I said no. But I promised myself that I was going to stick to that no because I needed to put my oxygen mask on myself first. And stop trying to save everybody else. That saving everybody else is because I have an abandonment issue. I want to be keepable. So I'm trying to let people make sure everybody's happy with me. So I'm doing all this stuff and tearing me up. Come on now. That was me. So I literally, and what I realized is when I started saying a no, people started adjusting. They figured it out. Oh, wow. Who knew they could figure it out? And that was it, guys. And I just do it all the time. When something is stressing me out, I go, whoop, wait, what's happening? Okay, where is it coming from? How do I feel? I feel stressed. This is the situation. How do I fix this? And I just work on fixing it. I jot down all the possible ways, and I circle the one that, okay, I could probably do that. I could probably start implementing that. When will I implement it? When will I change it? Because listen, if you just say I'm gonna change it, and then you know what you can do, but you don't do it, you gotta set a hard deadline. I'm changing this, and this is how I'm gonna change it. Guys, man, boy, I tell you, I could talk about this for 8 hours. Trini says, I'm crying right now. It's feelings of inadequacy of being out of the industry and becoming something I never wanted to be, but became really good at. Being out of the industry and becoming something I wanted to be without, but became. Hey, so but the thing is, like, we all do it. Trini, we all do it. That's like me with music. Like, so listen, that's that thing I say when you attach emotions to something and make it bigger than what it is. So like with I'm a singer. Like I literally would love to drop everything that I'm doing right now and just start over and just start over and just only focus on music. But I really love what I do. I love teaching you guys, so I wouldn't do that. But like, I mean, there was a point in my life where I felt like a failure because I wasn't where somebody else was in their singing thing. And I just realized that I love teaching. And I can do both. So then I'm like, how do I do both? I write songs for private companies. They pay me in lump sums very well, right? Show up at events, do my thing. I sing on any of my stuff. And the event that I'm designing for my CEO stylist, I get to perform and I get to teach. I love it. I wouldn't take it and I wouldn't have it any other way. So I had to actually release how I thought I was supposed to be singing to the world because actually God got a mission for my voice. And my voice involves me singing and teaching. And when I saw and realized it, that's why y'all got to pray and be in communication with yourself and God. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I get to do both. But like, I used to literally have a whole problem with the fact that I can sing so well, but I'm over here behind the salon. But my ministry, there's a whole thing that was happening there. So listen, I would literally go try out for all these shows, and I'm out singing everybody. I'm in the producers this and producers that. I done did all of that stuff. And then I realized when I was in my prayer time, all I heard was, it's not time yet. Drop the mic. I'm done. I just got to wait on God's timing, right? Still keep taking action. Doesn't mean I don't go audition. Doesn't mean that I stop singing. It doesn't mean I still keep singing, still keep going. And through that, now I see the big picture, right? So guys, you see how you got to keep doing stuff? I got 100 no's and I'm still coming. I'm still working. I'm still doing it. But if you're comparing yourself, you're gonna make moves that you can't make your moves based on what somebody else is doing. You can't make your moves based on somebody else is doing. Bobby says, yes, that's why I watch. Hello, Ernestine, trying to figure out how to ignore current reality when it's right in your face. You can't ignore it. You got to address it. I'm going to have to watch this again. You never really ignore it, Trinice. There you go, Bobby. Bobby told her the same thing. You deal with the current reality while building towards your future. Exactly, Bobby. Anissa says, hi. Yvette says, you are so amazing. Thank you. True, you can instantly shift. Exactly, your state. That's why I say, y'all, so true. Stay laser focused. Right, auntie? So let me call my auntie. Let me read some comments, then I'm going to call you auntie. Okay, let me see. I need better boundaries. And you just got to create them for yourself, Eve. That's how I'm feeling right now. My bounce back muscle is strong from life situations. I guarantee you every single one of you guys have been through something that you never thought you would have gone through. And you're here right now, which means you made it, which means that you can make it again. Okay? And it's like that's what I live on, that energy. I made it. Okay, I'm alive. I can make it again. Life is good. Like, that's it. No matter what you see. Trinice says, wow, tell it. I needed to hear this message at this moment. I'm so glad I got on. Cindy Lou. Hey, Cindy Lou. Yuko says, teach. Crystal says, yes. Hey, Yuko. Hi, Bobby. You guys are speaking. My problems, I give too much away for free. And then there's the thing about money, because that's the whole thing of you supposed to just serve people and not get paid for the thing that you value. Took me a long time to get that together, too. I feel like a bad person for charging people what I'm worth. It's just, and that's why self-development is so important. Lakeisha, stop cussing at me. Hitting me in the gut. Crystal, I ain't cussing at you. You're right. I'm not where I was. Exactly. How many of you guys right now comment yes right now if you are not where you were? You may not be where you want to be, but baby, you are not where you used to be, and you're celebrating that. Let's take a moment right now, wherever you are in the world. I got people, people are everywhere right now. While you're watching, let me see a yes if you're not where you were, but you excited. You excited because I'm not there. Shy says yes. Total says yes. Let me see everybody raise your vibration. Celebrate right now that I'm not where I used to be. I've come a long way, and I'm excited about where I'm going. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ernestine says, wow, I want to be keepable. Right. I'm going to have to save this video. We can have this conversation a lot because it's just a genuine thing. I see you, Lashik. I see you, guys. I see you, Yemi. I see you, Shies. I see you, the classy rock diva. I see you guys. Me too. I can sing too, and I want to teach also. Listen, it's possible. Holding back tears. La la. Listen, girl, when you're talking, and the only reason I can tell y'all this with no tears is because, I lived this. And it took me a long time. We are on our way, y'all. Next level. Come on. That's right. Celebrate. 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 Let's say I made it. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. I see you, Ronnie, Amanda. I see you. I see you. Not where I used to be. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Cynthia, Yuko, Ernestine, right? Celebrate that right now. Doesn't that feel good? Celebrate it. Like, we don't celebrate enough. We feel like we got to celebrate a Grammy. We feel like we got to celebrate the People's Choice Awards. We need to celebrate the fact that we're up this morning. We need to celebrate that we have limbs, that we can talk to each other across the internet and support each other. Let's celebrate the fact that, man, I did better yesterday. I'm going to do better today than I did yesterday. Like, celebrate the fact that you just celebrate. That's it. And when you start living from that place, man, you'll realize all the things that just pop up, like all the things that just literally pop up and make you so excited about where you're going. All the opportunities that are in front of your face that now, because you're in a celebration mode, your energy is there. You go, that was in my face the whole time. That was in my face the whole time. And I didn't see it because but now I'm in a celebration mode because of the simple things. Celebrate all the simple things. Shy said, let's celebrate what's to come as if it's already here. You have to. Calling those things that are not as though they were right now. You want to make more money? Go ahead and start claiming. I make X amount of dollars a month. Go ahead and own it. Make it a fact. I make this. I drive this. I help this many people in this business. I do this a week. I work out. I do, like, go ahead and start claiming it. Priming yourself, conditioning your mind, guys. Your subconscious mind is what's running everything. Not the thoughts that you hear just, that we just talked. The deep ones, subconscious, like way back there in the cob, like way back in the back. That's what's running everything. That's your control room. So if you're not controlling it, it is controlling your actions. So you may say, I believe in myself, but really you don't believe in yourself. So subconsciously, your actions, when you see a possible client, you be like, you don't move. And you like, self, move. You see that client over there? And they'd be like, I can't do it. It'd be like, I can't do it, because your literal unconscious belief is, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm not confident. I don't think I can help them. I'm scared to charge them. They're going to think I'm crazy. They're going to think I look weird. I'm uncomfortable. All of that stuff happens. OMG. Like, and then when you go home, you feel even worse. And every single day you do that, and you feel worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's like, no. So guys, so one thing you can do is, and I'll call my aunt. One thing you can do is, unfollowing people that you become a little obsessed with. Like, I do it all the time. If we're in the same line of work, or if we're in, hey Auntie.
Hey, you call me?
Yeah, you on speakerphone.
Look,
I put my aunt on speaker for you guys. But I was saying, like, one thing you can do is unfollow some people that you follow, just because really you kind of, like, it's going to be a hard thing to admit. You want their life. Auntie, what you think?
Well, I think for some people, it can be that, because if you're wanting to be like them, I think that, you have to be your authentic self. But if you're fine, it's one thing to learn from people.
Of course.
If you're really trying to, compare yourself and want to be like them, then I think that that's just a little bit excessive. So you probably do have to divorce yourself.
Debrief. Right. Back up just a little bit. So like I was telling my aunt, for me, I just unfollow people. I was like, I got to turn some people off, because I find myself like feeling behind, or, oh man, like I'm not moving fast enough. And, it just doesn't feel good. So we were just having the conversation of comparison, and my aunt was saying she may do like a social media fast. Auntie, I don't know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I was just saying that, sometimes, because I think that it's not even like you're doing it intentionally for the most part, but what I found myself doing was, and I kept talking about no comparing, but when you're going through and you look at your news feed, et cetera, you're seeing what all these people are doing, and you're thinking, wow, I'm not doing that. Well, I'm not, and you start, comparing, and you just feel like, gosh, where am I? And what, what am I really accomplishing? What am I, and I just think it's like, no, I am not, I'm so focused on somebody else that I'm not focusing on what I need to be doing.
Right.
And so sometimes, I need to be laser focused.
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to glean from people, but it's something else to live your own life and be your authentic self and know that you're okay and where you are. Because like you were saying earlier, you don't know what that other person's doing. You don't know if it may be their timing to be where they are at that point in their lives versus where you need to be.
Yep.
So we don't want to go too fast. We don't want to go too slow. We need to be in step. And we just need to embrace where we are and then get that agenda and that plan on where we need to be, but not comparing to where somebody else is, because they're running their race and they're doing their thing. We have to do the same thing. So I just feel like I need to be laser focused, because I'm losing sight of what I need to be doing by looking at what somebody else is doing.
Right. And so and I love it. It's like like the horses, I don't know when they put the blinders on them, but horses have blinders when they're doing, when they're just on the, I don't know. At some point when they have those horses on those, when you take the ride, they put the things that are on the side of the horse's eyes so they can just stay right there. They can just walk straight. They're not getting distracted by what's on their right or their left. And we literally have to put our own blinders on.
Yes.
And you know what you, or who you kind of like, what distracts you. So like people always laugh at me because my phone ringer is off in the morning, and I just try to I put my phone away from my bed, because if not, I'll get up and start scrolling. And then my work is on social media. So, and I want to check on my class and I want to do all this stuff right when I wake up. And then my whole day is thrown off because it just sucks me in a little hole. So it's like putting barriers and boundaries even on when you're searching social media, or even your TV time, because sometimes it's not social media. It may be you watching, you know, some LA Housewives stuff, and they making everything look so glamorous, and then you feel behind. Like, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be social media, but just taking a pulse check and making sure you're giving yourself what you need to get the things that you say you want, you know?
And I think, sweetie, you're saying it right, though. Look at those things that are distracting. And like you said, and that's what I realized is back that for me, it's like social media, but like you said, it could be TV, it could be reading, it could be a lot of things that you're doing that you don't even think that necessarily may be a bad thing. But if it's distracting you from what your goals are, it's a distraction.
Yep. One of my clients.
But we got to know, like you said, put those blinders on. That's just really about being laser focused.
Yep.
You know, putting those blinders on so that you can really set your agenda every day about what you need to be doing and watch those time wasters.
Yep. And it's like one of my clients, it's funny, one of my one-on-one clients, we were talking, and she was actually spending like, you know, 4 or 5 hours trying to do self-development every day. And she was like, I'm just trying to wait for my money. I was like, wait a minute. You need to get into action. You can't devote 4 or 5 hours on self-development because that's a sexy way to procrastinate. Because you're like, oh, I need to fix myself, so I'm just going to study self-development. No. You know what's wrong. Like, we also have to be really, like, that's a distraction. Distraction can come in sexy forms. A man can be distracting. A woman, a friendship. Sometimes certain friendships can be distracting because you don't get anything done when that person comes around. So you have to monitor when you gotta be aware of distractions. Just being careful of distractions, guys, like straight up, because it can come in a sexy package. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part.
True.
Look, and when I say sexy package, I meant like, it sounds real good to say that I'm working on personal development every day. But if you're spending 4 hours on that and you're not doing your sales activities and you're waiting for manifestation of money, you're not going to get your money. So you can claim I make X amount of dollars a day. But if you're not working on activities that give you the dollars and you're freaking waiting on Zoom, you're manifesting, that's not going to work. So you got to put your work in. Put your work in. Like, do not watch YouTube. And I know because I remember one time I was like, oh my God, I'm doing way too much like personal development. I need to work on money because you have to live, child. So like, guys, it could be like somebody might think that that's really, you know, sexy, but if you ain't got no money, you don't have the luxury to sit on and look at personal development all day. Because what happens is then you get down that hole. So you're watching this person be positive, or you're watching Will Smith interviews. Because I tell you, I watch Will Smith, I watch Miles Monroe, I watch all Jay-Z. I like watching everybody behind the scenes, and I love watching these people. But I realized that it was taking up too much time, so then I had to like cut my time down. And so now I have times that I do that in my day, so because I enjoy it, it motivates me. But it can't be like the thing. It cannot be like, you cannot be sitting at home talking about I make and writing your goals down. Get up and get out and get into some action, like for real. And guys, and fasting is good. Me and my aunt all the time, like we may need to take a fast, like of something. For me, fasting from food, I can do it, but it's not a bad food is fuel for me. So I can do a food fast and it's not really a struggle. So like I'll fast from YouTube, or I'll fast from something that literally I'm addicted to. I'm not addicted to food. So it's good to fast from it. I'll still do it. But what's harder is to say like, I ain't gonna do, you know, I'm only gonna do social media work and not actual other. So like, it's hard, like that's harder for me. So giving up something for maybe a certain hour of the day, you know, or fasting maybe from breakfast and to spending that time in meditation, guys, fasting is so good. It's so good, because some of my best moments have happened after I've done a fast, because you get clarity while you're fasting and you're giving up something in order to receive. You're clearing space so that you can receive. Some of us have too much stuff. It's just too much noise. And it's like, sometimes it's like no music. I just need to hear God talking to me. Like, straight up. So anyway, I just wanted to go live about this. I actually got to get on the call at 11:30. I just realized it's 11:29. Somebody said, oh my God, I have been exposed. I've watched everybody too. I need to fast from personal development for a few days. I'm developing them. Yeah, because listen, if you're watching personal development all the time, you know all of this stuff. It's just get into action. What's the thing that I can do now to kick my butt into gear? Like, what am I avoiding? Because we just be avoiding stuff, and we all do it. I'm included. This is how I can say this to you guys, because I have to check myself every week, every day, to make sure that I'm doing the right things and spending the right amount of time on activities and stuff. And I ain't perfect. So, I mean, it's just a daily thing, but recognizing it so that when it happens, you're in choice. Now, what you choose to do is your business, but just recognizing what's happening and not feeling bad, guys. I don't want people walking around feeling bad because they're not where somebody is. You know, that don't feel good.
They just need to know where they are. And
yep.
That's the thing about it. No, where are you? Right. No comparison.
And that's such a good thing. My auntie said, we're going to close with that. It's 11:30. I was going to call. Like, knowing where you are. I literally saw results when I got real about where I was. It was ugly. So getting rid, that's a whole nother YouTube stream. But knowing where, what'd you say, auntie?
I'm just chuckling because that's so true.
It's just, yeah, I went through my finances. Okay, where am I really? Like, I know what I'm telling myself, but girl, you making yourself feel better about a scenario. Where am I really? Physically, where am I really? You know, in a relationship, where am I really? How do I really feel? Spiritually, okay, where am I really? It looks ugly. You'd be like, oh my goodness. You feel bad, but it's not, don't make yourself feel bad, but the truth is always the best thing. True is always the best thing. It feels so, I sleep so good at night because I ain't got to worry. I ain't lying. I ain't got to worry about, you know, I don't live in a lie or a bubble. It's just be truthful to yourself and, you know, deal with your stuff. And it isn't ugly at first. And then you feel a sense of freedom because you realize, like, I'm in control. The same way I created this mess, I can clean up this mess. And that is exciting. So celebrate, guys. Celebrate where you are, where you're going, and the stuff that you've already overcome. Because you have the power. Okay, guys? You have the power. We can continue this conversation. I'm going to go honor my call I got at 11:30. And I'm going to holler back at y'all. Whoop, whoop. The end. I'm about to get off. But y'all say hi to my auntie and bye to my auntie.
Hi. Bye.
Oh, so anywho, you have no idea how much you helped me. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You have to do what you feel is for you. It's your life. It's your passion. Go for it. Wish you well. Exactly. Oh, man, I just sat at this computer for 4 hours enjoying my favorite folks. Y'all better turn these computers off. Look, I'm talking to y'all on the computer, but I'm about to shut it down and do some work. Love you guys. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Make sure you're subscribed and following. If you're on Facebook, follow it. And then they talk about hi, aunt, bye, aunt. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, Facebook. Y'all follow me. I'm going to keep putting out like real, regular stuff that you can apply to your life and change, you know, your scenarios for the better. So thanks for watching. Ciao.